Hello.
Yeah, Taresh, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
So can we go for now mock interview?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Taresh, it is for NITIE Bombay, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so as you know, the first question is going to be your introduction only, Taresh.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Um, My name is Tarish Parki. My mother takes care of home, and my father is a government servant. I have a younger brother. I did my schooling from Gayatri Convent, Nagpur itself, and I did my BTech from YCC Nagpur, Yashwantrao Chavan College of Engineering Nagpur. My BTech project was on comparative study of characteristics of dairy wastewater and its treatment in different units. So this topic was awarded second prize in a paper presentation on in national conference on national conference uh, on advances in technology and science. So my hobby is playing and watching cricket. And lastly, I want to say that as CPM and PERT were the subject in civil, which gives a glimpse of importance of management in civil and construction. Therefore, I want to join NITI to bring a balance between technology and management. And I am currently uh, preparing for preparing for PSUs and various government exams.
Okay,
That's it.
Taresh, I can see from your profile that during graduation आपका score continuously नीचे गया है. From
Yes, sir.
89-90% in first year, you have scored consistently low, and final semester तक आपका 8th semester में your percentage was 72%. So 90% to 72% continuously your performance has gone down. Can you tell me the reason for that?
Sir, in first year, we were not able to participate in extracurricular activities, right? So I can be focused on more on studies, and we were not able to give our more in extracurricular activities. So in first year, the total focus was on studies, and when I came to civil in second year, second, third, fourth year, in second and third year I was more focused on gaining practical knowledge and experimental knowledge, and also academic is good. That was average, I think eight, near about 8 and 8.5. And in final semester, I was diagnosed with pneumonia, so I wasn't able to focus on my studies in
Okay.
final year. That's why my percentage got below 8.
Okay. So, what extracurricular you used to do in college?
So there was many events which were organized. I was the part in second year. I was the part of dance competition in which I prepared uh, salsa from myself for my group so that we can represent civil department in the interdepartment competition. And
Okay.
there was a training cell in which I was the member, in which we have to call different companies for our college recruitments. Uh, and and there were many competitions I was the technical head in final year, in which I was to look after the technical events which has to be take place in our college, in which various college students will come and participate.
Okay. So that is what you used to do, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you were mentioning about your BTech project, Taresh. What you have done in that?
So actually, our project was on like civil engineering has environmental studies. So we, as a civil engineer, have to take care about the treatment. We have to
Okay.
make a treatment plant of wastewater produced in different industries. So we have visited three industries during our project. So like our project was on taking the samples from the industry before treatment and after treatment. We
Okay.
used to check the characteristics before treatment and after treatment.
Okay.
And the best part was that if you are taking sample today, so you have to do test today itself, because
Hmm.
if you do tests after 2 days or after 3 days, it will alter your result, and the result will not be proper. So
Mm-hmm.
basically, we have to manage our academics and project both sidewise. So
Mm-hmm.
like if you are taking today samples, so from morning to evening you have to manage time such that you can go to the dairy industry, you
Mm-hmm.
can visit dairy industry, you can see all the parts, you have to take the dimensions from them, take all the knowledge about the treatment units, and then you have to go to college and perform the test. So the part was to so my role in that project was to manage all the things and have and have proper schedule so that we can perform test properly and the results are very proper.
Okay, so Tarish, tell me one thing. You as a civil engineer, no, you can work in different domains, different places. You can work. Why you want to join NITIE and get into project management or industrial engineering kind of domains, which conventionally are for mechanical and production people?
Okay, sir. NITIE, it has a unique course which balances both engineering and management. So, if we look at civil is very unorganized sector in India. But if we, for example, if we take supply chain management in NITIE, that is taught in NITIE, it is a unique course. It's a flagship course, right? But in India, it is at developing stage. I think in near future we will see a very good performance by supply if we apply supply chain management in the construction field. So I think it has great scope in nearby future, and if in nearby future I get a chance to start my own startup, I'll surely do that. And secondly, Niti has a very learned and expert professor who will give me life changing experience, and also Niti equips student with characteristics so that they can handle industrial problems.
Okay, Tarish, you have mentioned that professors are very experienced in supply chain management related to construction industry. Can you name any faculty member in NITI Bombay who is working, who is from the civil engineering background and working on the supply chain management of construction industry?
Uh, Sorry, sir.
No
I
idea about the
have
professor. Have you gone through a profile of any of the faculty member?
I didn't remember my name, but I have gone through it, but I didn't remember the name.
Okay, can you tell me something about supply chain management in construction industry?
So, if we see for any construction, we have different type of materials like cement, aggregates, and steel. And this material has different properties. Like cement cannot be stored for different in what we can say in moist environment because it will get adulterated. Okay, so therefore, and secondly, there is a problem of transportation. And in civil engineering, if you are keeping your what we can say your raw material on land, for every inch of land you have to pay money. And thirdly, uh, there is a human resource when we are doing something construction. We have to manage all the humans, and therefore a construction of any building involves various companies, like one who is supplying raw materials, second who is who is a structural engineer, third who is contractor who does the job on field. And therefore, if we channelize all these things by using supply chain management, if we do that, we can have quality, we can save our money, and we will get a worth of our money.
Okay, Tarish, can you tell me some five problems related to construction industry in India?
Five problems. First of all, the construction industry is not organized. It is an unorganized sector. If we see, a client has to make contract with the contractor, Secondly, with the structural engineer, he have to go to everyone to hire. Secondly, there is no what we can say quality check at every point. Like if the raw material is coming from the industry, you don't know. You check it on the field, and then after construction, you at different point you have to have quality checkup. Thirdly, in India, uh, contractor work on rather than what we can say. Um, mm, they give contract to them who gives who is known to you. You know you what we can say. I'm not getting that word. Uh, and fourth is um, if any government work is there, then they give the work to the person who will give the less who will cost less to them. They will not go for quality, they will go for cost. That's it, sir.
Okay,
So
Tarish, tell me, how shall you train the workers in construction industry if you need to train them, and in which direction you want to train them?
uh, in construction industry, uh, first of all, uh, they have to be trained about what to do on construction side and what to not to do, and they have to understand that the construction they are doing is very valuable, because in India there are workers who are working on daily wages basis, so they go for cost rather than quality. So that is the second point. And thirdly, we also have to train them in various skills. Like India is lagging in advanced technologies like prefabrication. We got prefabrication after so many years. Now, for example, in Nagpur, the metro train which is constructed is fully prefabricated, but this was not possible 10 years ago. But in foreign, we can see that the prefabrication has come in 1990s somewhat, and they have to be trained for advanced technologies. And I think there should be more coordination between them. Uh, that's it, sir.
Okay, you were talking about the entrepreneurship, Tarish.
Yes, sir.
How in which direction you like to go for venture, and where you want to experiment?
Sir, I haven't decided, uh, but uh, I just want that uh, I should be in the management field, uh, because India is lacking in that. And secondly, supply chain is will be my domain. If I get a chance to work in that, I will definitely work in that, because there is no case study in India about supply chain management in construction industry. So I'll definitely go for supply chain management in construction industry if I get a chance.
No, but you know what are the challenges in entrepreneurship? What is required in entrepreneurship?
Uh, the first one is you have to go get an idea. I think I'll get it from NITIE or NITIE and you have to be know the problems, and you have to have that pros and cons about what you are doing. And thirdly, and most important thing is you have to have capital. So I think NITIE will provide me that platform, so that after 10 years I have that much money that I can I can be an entrepreneur.
Okay, can you tell me some safety features related to construction industries in India?
Safety features related to.
Construction industries in India.
Mm,
I mean, do we have proper safety parameters, measures available for people working in construction industry?
People working in construction in India, there's no organized. There is no
In fact,
organized.
what is the reason, Taresh, that construction industry is not organized sector in India? What is the reason for that?
The simple reason is they in India we will see small groups working at different places. There is not a big chain. You like in Nagpur, there are also small builders who have occupied the place. They are fearing that if a big company comes, if we uh, if we make a big chain, it will get me lost, and he will make a profit. So I think that is the fear of a contractor or anyone in the construction field, that he won't be profited. But I think if we channelize all the things in a proper way and do things in a better way, we will get quality. It will consume less time, and the competition would be less, but the quality won't be compromised.
Okay. Tarish, if you join NITIE Bombay, how it is going to help you for your entrepreneurial ambition later on?
Entrepreneurial ambition, right? First one is I'll be surrounded with the most energetic minds, and from different fields. It will give me diversity, like a mechanical engineer, an electrical engineer studying in the same class. That will give me a diversity and having great ideas, great mind also boost you up. Secondly, it will provide me a platform to work in big MNC. Like I was going through information browser, there was many people coming from PSUs to study management from NITIE. So I think they would also provide me performance, and NITIE is the rank 14 by NRF 2018 18 in business schools. So I think it will provide a boost to my CV that I have studied from NITIE. And fourth is, it will provide me a great platform uh, to work in big companies, having a decent package, so that after 10 years I have so much money that I can invest in entrepreneurship.
Okay. So, Tarish, now I give you your feedback for this.
Okay, sir.
First of all, your introduction was good, not a problem. But you need to, whatever you mention, Tariq, you need to be very meticulous about that, because question comes from there only. Like you
Okay, sir.
said, sir, supply chain management, construction industries, you listen to this audio clip again. We are sending it to you. You listen to this audio clip again, and you mentioned about supply chain management and construction industry. So it is but natural that next question is going to ask you about supply chain management in construction industry itself. And
Okay,
then
sir.
you said, sir, there are so many professors who are working in this field, and I'm very sure you have not seen the professors actually. So,
And
because he's going to ask you, in fact, I would like to advise you that you go and visit the site of NITIE Bombay and see if some civil engineering professor is working in that direction. Because during your interview, it will be very helpful. Suppose in the introduction you said, sir, I was going through the site of NITIE Bombay and I find many civil engineering professors who are graduate in civil engineering. Now they are working in different managerial domains. Like they are working in supply chain management related to construction industry. So, sir, I got impressed and I would like to work in the same direction. There
okay,
will
sir.
be many professors in NITI Bombay who will be from BTech from civil engineering and some experience in civil engineering, and they must be working in organizational behavior part of construction industry also, like how to basically change the work culture in construction industry, and there will be people who wants to be working on safety features of construction industry. So you can say, sir, I've got some idea, entrepreneurial idea, that I want to make something, some safety parameters के ऊपर मेरे को work करना है in construction industry. India is a huge country and this construction industry is a huge business, and I wanted to inculcate or bring some safety parameters into this industry. So ये मेरे को entrepreneurial idea है which I want to implement later on, and for which NITI will be a very good platform for me, because I'll be learning from those professors who are working already in this domain. And there are professors, sir, I have seen that, and you remember the names and their work also. So, Tarish,
Okay,
what
sir.
you can do is today itself you go to the site of IIT Bombay, see those professors who are from civil engineering background, BTech in civil engineering, see what MTech and PhD they have done, and then see what they are working in construction industry. If you could link somewhere related to that, and in the interview, if you could say something in the introduction, that will be very good actually. You got my idea?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So as a civil engineer, I would like you to tell me that why you are coming to NITI. So that answer should be very, very precise and straight.
Okay, sir.
So in the next mock, I expect that you will do this particular thing and link it somewhere like that. Fine.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Definitely.
So anything you want to ask, Tarish?
So, mm, you asked me about my grade. They were falling.
Yes, yes. That is something which
Uh,
is very much obvious if you see your academic background.
yes,
You started with 90% and now you are at 70%.
70%.
And
Right.
it is continuously decreasing.
Yes, sir.
So would you like to give actual answer now?
No, no, that is the perfect one.
Then
Matlab,
it's okay. Then it's okay. You say, sir, very first year because I was Maggu kind of student. I used to study a lot, so I kept on studying. But then I realized it is not only study. You need to have in other things also. Like you need to devote some time in extracurricular also, and that is how it all started.
okay, sir.
So that is a reason you can say. This must be the reason. Fine. So I
Thank
was
you.
satisfied with your answer, not a problem. But yes, these kind of trends, if they see, they can ask you question from these trends.
Sir, what's about communication skills? It was great or
Communication में देख क्या है कि you look like exhausted. I mean, if you listen to your conversation again, you look like exhausted and you are putting lot of effort in answering. तेरे को सांस भी चढ़ रहा है और तू जोर जोर से उस तरीके से बोलने की ट्राई भी कर रहा है, तो ऐसा नहीं लग रहा है कि it is flowing. You need to be calm. You need to be very very calm and comfortable in interview. और अगर टेलीफोनिक इंटरव्यू हुआ तो ऐसा लगना चाहिए कि आप बहुत ही काम हो. तो what I will say is that you give yourself pause before answering and speak a word, then be silent. उसके द्वारा आप बोल सकते हो सेंटेंस, नेक्स्ट सेंटेंस यू कैन स्पीक. बट ऐसा नहीं लग रहा है कि यू आर कंप्लीटिंग अ सेंटेंस कंफर्टेबली. ऐसा लग रहा है कि बड़ा जोर लगाना पड़ रहा है तेरे को आंसर करने के लिए.
नहीं, वो बहुत ज्यादा रश कर रहा हूँ मैं तो
हाँ
मतलब
हाँ, बहुत
कंप्लीटली
रश कर रहा है, बहुत अपने ऊपर प्रेशर लगा रहा है. ऐसा लग
हाँ
रहा है तेरे बोलने से. उसको सुन, दोबारा सुन. मतलब जो ऑडियो क्लिप है एक बार उसको दोबारा ध्यान से सुन तारिश. ऐसा नहीं लग रहा कि फ्लो कर रहा है, ऐसा लग रहा है कि बहुत जोर लगा रहा है उसमें. ये ट्रबल है बस. तो उसको सुन एक बार और गो फॉर मोर मॉक. दैट इज ऑल आई कैन से एंड टेक इट कंफर्टेबली. दैट्स इट. काम होके ले, नथिंग टू वरी.
ओके सर.
ऐसा नहीं लेना है कि तेरे को इंटरव्यू. यस, यू नीड टू बी फॉर्मल, यू नीड टू बी रिस्पेक्टफुल, यू नीड टू बी ऑनेस्ट, but at the same time you need to be calm, composed and just relax. That is what all I can say. Confidence means relaxed. You are relaxed, so you are confident.
ओके सर.
Fine.
नेक्स्ट टाइम आई विल डेफिनेटली
Yeah.
इम्प्रूव.
So on this feedback which I have given, listen to them and work on this.
यस.
Okay, Tarish, thank you.
थैंक यू सर. थैंक